you look at the literature, for example, of people who studied European democracies before 1989, they were essentially cycling endless numbers of theories through the same old data set that everybody had for decades, and they didn't have...
What happens when our pockets hold infinite distractions? As a student, I've watched peers toggle between notes and Netflix and wondered, does this silent battle with screen shape how we learn? This semester, I turned my curiosity into a quest to uncover how phones hijack focus, and what it means for the future of learning. To explore how cell phone use affects student engagement, I began by observing two college classrooms, HOA 300 FST 442. HOA 300 permitted cell phone use to encounters. Contrast, FST 442 enforced a strict no-phone policy, serving as a control group. By the way, it was still difficult to observe cell phone use without asking my classmates because I had to stretch my neck and look in every direction a lot. Positioning myself in the back row allowed a comprehensive view of student behaviors. Over 25-minute sessions in each class, categorizing them as H means hidden phone use, V means visible phone use, P means active participation. Non-verbal behaviors are like note-taking, watching YouTube, etc. In FST 442, where phones were prohibited, occasional covert usage was observed, though it was rare. In HOA 300, phone interactions were more frequent, both overt and covert.
A kid who showed up even when it was hard. A kid who, no matter how many times got knocked down, stood back up. That experience taught me something I didn't fully understand until this course. Resilience is not a single moment of triumph, but a practice. It's a process of rebuilding your sense of self after life strips it down. Writing the story helped me recognize that discomfort isn't something to avoid. It's often the place where change begins. Telling my story now with reflection and intention, it's not just a memory anymore, it's part of the foundation I continue to build on.
Really touching.
Many thanks to Dr. J for her willingness to lend her students to me for this experiment. I used her classroom to simulate a real lesson. First, I played two short educational videos each on a different topic. For the first one, I didn't say anything about phone use, but before the second video, I gave a clear prompt: no phones during this part. There were 27 students in total. We had two condition zones where phones were unrestricted and one where they were restricted. After each video, students took a short quiz. So just how much does cell phone use in the classroom actually affect learning? I'll tell you in a minute. And honestly, the results were pretty amazing. I provided 5 questions to each video, with one question counting for 1 point. After corrections, I got a set data that the first group allowed to use cell phones scored a total of 92 points for the class, while the second group, who were not allowed cell phones, scored an amazing 124 points. I didn't expect the difference to be that big either. It was pretty amazing. That's an average of 3 points per student with phones versus 4.6 without. So even small changes in classroom rules can lead to big differences in learning. Students thought they multitasked well, but scores didn't lie. This isn't just about willpower.
And how did our skin come to take on so many different hues to begin with? Whatever the color, our skin tells an epic tale of human intrepidness and adaptability, revealing its variance to be a function of biology.
At first, I honestly thought banning phones in the classroom was overkill, maybe even a little pointless. But after this series of observations and experiments, I realized the impact is much bigger than I expected. And once students start using their phone, it spreads fast, like a chain reaction. And suddenly, a whole row is distracted. What began as one small screen turns into a wave of disengagement. That ripple can ruin the learning experience not just for the user, but everyone around them. This isn't just about rules or teaching philosophy anymore. It's about how we design attention. Maybe the answer isn't a ban. Maybe it's a tech break. Maybe it's a phone-free zone in the front rows. Because here's the thing, we're all students living in a screen searcher-rated world. We're also the test subjects. But we don't have to settle for that. Just a few minutes of video can shift how we think. Maybe you and I can design better ways to learn. Maybe we can design a better world.